Welcome to Talk to Me. I'm your host, Brenda Warren, the Soulutionist, and my guest today is Miss Irina Shehovsov. She is the CEO and founder of Reclaim Your Life. After 6 years of recovering from her own breakup, Irina decided in January of 2020 to reclaim her life by starting her course, the Happiness Academy. She also is the host of the Single Parent Success Story podcast, an NLP timeline therapy master coach. She is an amazing woman of impact, and I'm excited to have her here on the show. Welcome, Irina. How are you today?
Thank you, Brenda. Such an amazing introduction. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for having me.
You know, Irina, I wanted to talk to you on my show. I recently did an interview for you on Co-Creation TV station, and I was just thrilled to do that. And I thought, I got to have her on Talk to Me because there's a whole nother group of people that need to know what you do. You know, a lot of women nowadays are finding themselves in a situation like you, married, and then all of a sudden a single parent and having to figure out, how do I reclaim my life, take care of my kids, and find out who I am now? And your Happiness Academy, your podcast, your Facebook group, all are resources for women to do that. So I'm hoping we can talk about all of that today.
Definitely.
So let's start with your story. Tell us, how did you end up here?
So, when my breakup happened, I was living in that miserable state of mind of just fulfilling my obligations, but without actually feeling what I was doing, not being present. Just,
Mhm.
I was feeling like a soldier that went to war that never ended. It was just work and dropping kids off and not having any purpose. Yes, I knew I had to be there for my kids, but who was I? I no longer knew because in a relationship, I was married for 9 years and we knew each other for 15. I managed to lose myself, who I was as a person. I was associating myself, oh, I'm someone else's wife, I'm someone else's mom, but who is Irina? So that, uh, and I was living in that miserable state for about a year until I realized there is no Prince Charming coming to save me. I have to save myself.
I've been there.
And I embarked on a journey of personal development where I invested in courses, in coaching, read books. One of the greatest things I done for myself is getting myself a voice coach.
Mhm.
And I was able to sing what I couldn't speak
Mm.
because I'm not, I would avoid confrontation at all cost. I would oblige, I would agree. But many times I didn't let my voice be heard. So through singing, I was able to do that when I was able to sing what I couldn't speak. And psychologists, and I'm not, you know, disregarding any psychologist, but the one that was working with me didn't really help me. I felt more broken after those sessions than before coming in there. So the singing lessons were awesome.
And I want to stop right there, Irina, because I think a lot of times people don't always recognize that what is conventional may not work for them and won't take the next step. They just stay in their brokenness. But you're saying that you did the route of therapy, but that wasn't working for you. So you then hired a voice coach. And by singing, you were able to get to the next level of healing.
Yes. Yeah.
And then with that came the Happiness Academy.
Not yet.
Not yet. What happened next then?
There was also Toastmasters that I joined, where I was
Mhm.
learning with peers, how to use my voice. And then I call it over over the course of several years of attending various trainings and sessions and everything like that on the floor of Growth Summit in Phoenix, Arizona. When even Carmichael was on stage, who is a YouTuber from Canada, he says that there is not enough belief in this world today and you should help somebody who is a step behind you. So in my case is what it was, that person who I was 5 years prior to coming to the Growth Summit
Mhm.
is the person who I wanted to help. Yes, I don't have any degrees, I call it, I'm not a therapist
Mhm.
in the conventional terms, but I had my personal story that have allowed me to recover, allowed me to be happy and fulfilled and present. And this is what I wanted to other women to realize, that life is too short to go on living unhappy, that we don't need to wait for something on outside of us to change to finally be happy, or when somebody is in our life or not in our life, that you're going to be happy. You need to be happy by yourself, because we come into this world by ourselves and we leave this world by ourselves. And the relationship you have is the one you have with self for the first and foremost. And I'm not saying for people who are married that it's bad. What I'm saying is it's for person to be fulfilled by themselves, be
Mhm.
happy by themselves. And when you have another person in your life, it's additional benefit, but it's not that they take something away. If something happens and they leave you, that you feel all broken again.
Yeah. That you got to be whole, and it's an inside job for happiness. And we've
Yes.
talked about that before. Irina, so at what point did you start the Happiness Academy?
So Happiness Academy started last year in January 2020,
Mhm.
and I decided to share my journey, what it took me to become happy again. And I believe recovery is a 360-degree approach. When we address the four states of being, physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental, can you truly recover? So in that program, it's a 12-week program, we address those four states of being.
Is this a self-paced program or is it a live session?
It's a self-paced program, and there is a Facebook group available to support the program where people can come and ask questions. I also have Limitless Women group, Limitless Women, self-love mindset and support for relationships. It's a free group to join where people can come in, ask questions, be supported, and receive trainings, free trainings that I do in the group.
Now, within all of these groups, do you have any special courses that you have coming up related to your Happiness Academy or any of the groups?
Yes, yes. So there is a shorter version. It's
Mhm.
called SelfLove Academy, and this is a 4-week program. This is a live program where I go live for 4 times. In addition, and then the live calls. If you cannot join us live, the live calls are saved, and you are a lifetime member, because further on I'm going to be expanding the program and creating modules for the trainings that I will be doing.
Now, for these live programs, how often do you have those?
Those are monthly.
Monthly. Oh, so, and how would somebody find out about the live programs?
They can join the Limitless Women group.
Mhm.
They can also find me on how you call it, on various social media channels. My name is Irina Shehovsov. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay. We'll make sure to put all of that information into the description so that people can reach out and connect with you. Irina, as you have gone through this journey yourself and you are helping other women find their happiness and reclaiming their lives, what is one of the things that you have found most interesting through this journey of helping others?
Interesting that we are never done. There is always more to learn. There is always more to discover. Believing in self is very important. I think it's number one, I think,
Mhm.
in overall this criteria. And being happy, being content with whatever comes your way, being a thermostat in your life, setting the temperature of how you're going to show up every day, how you want to feel, who you want to be, not the events that, because events are going to happen, because we live in this world and the only thing that's constant is change. How you cannot change the change, but what you can do is you can adapt, and you can also change your mind, how you react to outside circumstances, outside events, because we live a life, we have 80% is what happens, or the other way around, 20% that happens, and 80% is how you react to what is happening around you.
So, Irina, if a woman right now was to tell you, I just can't do anything. She's really at the broken stage. She's in the beginning stage of her breakup.
Mhm.
Which one of your programs would you ask her to start with?
The self love academy,
And why the Self Love Academy?
because it's short and it starts by addressing those things. It kind of prepares you for happiness academy. It concentrating on the concept of self-love, and self-love is not selfish. It's about taking care of yourself, taking care of your needs, addressing limiting beliefs, eliminating negative self-talk. It's kind of a base, a smaller version of Happiness Academy.
Okay. Irina, as a single mom and you're starting this business, has there been any challenges that you have come across that you thought, I wish I knew this before I started reclaiming my life, my business?
Hurdles, I guess, it's the time management of time and being able to be present in whatever you're doing. When you're parenting, you're 100% parenting, and when you're doing
Mm-hmm.
other things, being in a zone. I guess one of the important things is time management. Another thing, uh, growing your community, your tribe, not creating programs for others, thinking what they might need, but instead
Mm-hmm.
of asking first, what do you need? And then seeing if you can help. That I would like to have known before.
Yeah. Is there an ideal client for you that would come to the Happiness Academy? Like, do they have to have gone through a divorce or a bad breakup, or can it just be a woman that's struggling to figure out who she is?
Yes, it can help for those women as well. Women who feel stuck, who feel life is not worth living, who feel that they're not content, they're not happy, and they're looking for something.
Okay. What one piece of advice would you give someone before starting the self love journey or the Happiness Academy that you wish someone had given you?
Everything is gonna work itself out. Believe in yourself no matter what. Don't listen to naysayers, because there will be people who wanna pull you down. There will be people who look at you that why are you so different? Why aren't you complying with everybody else? Why aren't you happy with where you are?
Mm,
But it's important to stay on course and recognize we can be different. We don't have to be like everybody else.
that's good. All right. One final question, Irina.
Okay.
How has what you're doing now helped you to live your best life now?
I think it's, if you look at the hierarchy of needs by Maslow, once you fulfill all your basic needs, can, if you want to truly be happy, if you want to have this sustainable happiness, it's in serving others, it's in helping others in any way you can, because sometimes you can think you are not enough because you cannot do something, but for other people, if you can do even a little thing that mean nothing to you, could be a great deal to others. So in serving others is the ultimate happiness, sustainable happiness that you can achieve. And it helps me realize, like when I see people, when the light bulb moment happens in their head,
Mhm.
that's incredible to see impact and ability to help them in however I can.
Well, Irina, I'd like to thank you for being on Talk to Me today. And if you'll stand by while I thank a veteran. As
Okay.
always, when we before we end the show, we'd like to ask all our viewers to please go to www.nevcc.org/projects and thank a veteran. There you will have the opportunity in one of the 12 slots, which are designated for each month of the year. There's a writing prompt, and you can thank a veteran. Remember, there's someone on a wall somewhere, someone that is standing guard so that you can have a safe way of life. So please take the time today to thank a veteran. When you do, at the end of the year, we will compile all the thank yous that are received into a wonderful book that on January 1st, some very lucky veterans at January 1st, 2022 will receive a gift basket full of goodies plus a book filled with thank yous from all the people that took the time to thank a veteran. Again, go to www.nevcc.org/projects and thank a veteran today. Irina, do you have any last thoughts before we end the show today?
Thank you for having me. And remember, to all the listeners, believe in yourself. Anything is possible.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's another episode of Talk to Me. I'd like to remind everyone the choices you make today will be the reality you live tomorrow. Choose wisely. Be blessed.